It's so windy. Oh my god. I don't know what this video is gonna be called. I just felt like making a video about how I've been feeling lately. And by lately, I mean for the past couple of years. So basically, this video is gonna be just me venting about life, I guess. Anyways, it all starts back in 2024. I took my cat, kitty cat, to the vet thinking that she was constipated. Turns out she was not constipated. She was just not eating enough and therefore not making enough poop. And the reason she wasn't eating enough was because they discovered that she had a giant tumor in her chest. And I guess it was pushing her stomach and making her either nauseous or she just couldn't eat a lot. So the vet was ready to put her down that moment, and I was not ready to make that decision. Like I said, I had brought her in thinking that she was constipated. So I said no, and that I wanted, a little more time with her, just enough time to say goodbye and spoil her. So I took her back home and I made an appointment to have an at-home euthanasia. And then I went to Walmart and I bought all of the cat food that's junk food because I thought, well, she's gonna be dying soon, so she can, might as well eat whatever she wants. I bought whipped cream, I bought her deli meat, I bought cheese for her to eat. And then I went home and I fed her this cheap junk food that I call, and she was eating it. She was eating a lot more than what she would normally eat, and she started pooping like her normal self. So I canceled the at-home euthanasia, and I decided that I was just going to keep an eye on her, and to me, she didn't seem to be in pain. I had just taken her outside the day before her appointment to eat grass, thinking she was constipated. And she was having a blast. She was eating the grass, enjoying the air, enjoying the sunshine. And she was still her normal self, her normal sweet old kitty self. I mean, she was about to be 14 years old, so she was as good as it was gonna get. At least it seemed like that way to me. So I decided I'm just gonna keep an eye on her as long as her quality of life still seems okay. I don't see why not to keep her alive for a little longer. And of course, as soon as I see any signs of pain, I would make the appointment. And then that same week, I emailed my landlord asking for permission to keep a little crate in the back deck. The back deck, no one would see it, because in that neighborhood, people would just let their dogs roam around. So whenever I would take kitty cat outside, I would have to be with her because you never know when a dog might pass by and attack. I don't know. But I emailed her asking if I could have a crate in the back deck. That way I could keep her there so she could enjoy the sunshine and the wind, have a little outside time that is safe. And she replied saying, no, it's not allowed, I'm sorry. And I don't know why that really made me so mad. And I was like, I need to get out of here. So that's when my journey to get out of there started. And at first it was because I was gonna be done paying the trailer. My plan was to buy land and move my trailer to live in the middle of the woods. And when I did the math, it would have been, I would have needed a lot more than I had. So that was not possible. So my other option was to look at really, really cheap houses, like this one that I got. The only problem with that was that the only houses I could afford were houses that needed repairs and renovations before moving in. And the one I bought was in a location that I needed an occupancy inspection before moving in, before being able to live in it. So I couldn't move in right away. And Kitty Cat was still hanging on to life, and it had been almost 7 months after the appointment when I was starting to look for houses. Like 2 months later, it took me 2 months to find a house. And then I finally got this house. But like I said, I couldn't move in right away. Then a month after I bought the house, her health just turned. I took a turn for the worst. I had basically bought this house because of her. And then almost 2 years later, because that's how long it took me to finish renovating the house, finally passed the occupancy inspection, finally getting ready to move in, but without her. So I spent all of my savings to get a house. Now I'm broke, and the reason I bought this house is gone. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to be excited and happy about it, about moving into my new house. But I just feel sad. I feel disappointed. But I do have 2 other cats. I still have Baby Cat and Charlie. I'm talking about Charlie. I don't know if he's on chemo drugs. So I might be moving in without him, because moving is stressful to cats. So he might stay behind with my mom, and it would just be Baby Cat and me for a bit. Hopefully Charlie will gain his strength back and join us. But anyway, that's where I am right now, mentally and physically. I am trying to look for things to be excited about. Like, I just made this garden bed, and I have always wanted to have a backyard where I could grow my own vegetables and flowers. So that I am excited about. And that's about it. I did mess up when I made that garden bed because I used soft wood, common white board. I don't know what it was, but I just learned that you're supposed to use cedar to make your garden beds, because that's gonna rot in 1 year. But you know what, that's okay, because I'm just a beginner. So this is just gonna be a very temporary garden bed to start with, so it's all good. I haven't finished it, and I'm still not sure what I'm gonna plant in it, but it's a 3 by 6 feet, and I do have some seeds. I'll keep you posted on how this garden bed is working out. I'll keep you posted on Charlie's health. I have been uploading and posting on Facebook as well about Charlie's health. Nobody cares but me. I'm gonna show you what I've been working on right now. Let's go. I just threw seeds, grass seeds, in this area. I raked it all because it was not very leveled, and now it kind of is. There was a bunch of rainwater pooling in this area, so we put a little slope and we put some plastic, and then on top of that we put gravel. And then here I'm trying to fix it up, and I raked it to kind of level it, and then I just threw some grass seed, and now I am watering the seeds. I don't know, this is my first time ever doing this. Look, there's a rainbow. If it starts to grow grass, I will let you know. And I'm gonna show you another thing that I'm excited about. We actually bought a peach tree. As soon as we pass our occupancy inspection, that's a hard word to say, we went to Home Depot and we got this beautiful peach tree right here. And we will be planting it soon. I actually don't know when we're gonna plant it. I've never planted a tree before, but it's a peach tree that has 3 types of peaches, and I am very excited because I love peaches. We have these 3 types of peaches, and I just finished watering it. Let me go show you real quick my garden bed that I made with the help of my mama. It's a 3 by 6 garden bed. I am gonna line it with landscaping fabric and maybe stain it with some type of oil, and hopefully that will make it last a little longer. But now I have to figure out where the sun in this yard hits the most. That way I can figure out what's the best spot for this garden bed to be at. And in the meantime, I'm gonna figure out what I want to plant. Okay, see you next time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for listening to me rant. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.